Good morning, mountain bikers. I'm Chris Wessels, and you are watching MTB Trail Review. Today, we're going to talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Semi-controversial topic, but I'm just going to give you my thoughts, and then you can make a decision for yourself. So I want to talk about GX AXS. There's a lot of people that say AXS, wireless shifting, if you're not familiar with what it is one of the best things to happen to mountain biking. There's also a lot of people that say, it's stupid, why would you do that? I've been running GX AXS on my e-bike since I got it in June. And I'm not gonna make this a long-winded response. I'm just gonna kind of tell you about the things that I like, and I'm not gonna tell you if it's for you, but I'm gonna tell you why you might like it. So one of the things that a lot of people like about it is that it really cleans up the cockpit. So if you're just looking at the cockpit, we have our shifter without wires, and it makes things look cleaner. I personally don't really care that much. That's not something that's important to me. But what I do like is the kind of, even though it's electronic, the simplicity. I don't have to adjust my derailleur. Once it's set, it's kind of set. And then if you do have to make adjustments, it's very easy. As someone who is not a very good mechanic, and I'm very aware of this, that's a really good feature. Derailleurs are something that really aren't that hard if you know how to work on them, and I don't know how to work on them. And every time I've tried to learn, I have made it worse, and then I have to go to the bike shop and have them fix it for me. The other thing I really like is that if it gets knocked around by a rock, it realigns itself. Let me see if I can show you what I mean here. So, here's my derailleur. If I give it a little kick, you can see that it realigns itself back. I'll show you again. That is a really cool feature. And it's a very useful feature on the trail. So if you're riding, you knock your derailleur on a rock, on a root, on any other trail feature, it realigns itself. Also, it can help save your hanger from being bent. The other point that I feel like I need to talk about that a lot of people say is a downside is the fact that you have to charge it. So I've had this once again since June. I've charged that battery 3 times. It has not died on me. And I've just charged it because I was like, oh, I should probably charge my battery. So range anxiety shouldn't really be a thing. I don't think you need to carry an extra battery with you. If one day it happens to die, you had bad luck that day. Same as getting a flat. Just go home, charge your battery, and then it's not a big deal. The other obvious potential downside to GX AXS is the cost. It's not cheap, although you can get it on sale right now for I think 150 bucks off, which is nice. So that's $450 compared to, say, regular GX, even X01 or XX1. It's not cheap, but this feature alone, where it realigns itself, is worth it to me. Also, the fact that I can kind of set it and forget it or make micro adjustments is huge for somebody like me that does not really know how to work on my bike, no matter how many times I've tried. So, is it worth it for you? I can't answer that question. You have to answer that question, but those are the things that I think people talk about the most when they're saying, is it worth it or not? Once again, for me, it is the fact that it realigns, the fact that it's easy to set up. Keeping the battery charged has not been an issue for me. And if you like a clean cockpit, a clutter-free cockpit, that's a huge draw. Once again, that's not something I really care about, but it is nice. So really, I feel like it comes down to cost more than anything else. If you want the latest, greatest tech, and you've got a little bit of extra money to spend, it's totally worth it. And I would say it shifts very similar to my X01 that I have on my Kona Process 134. It might actually be more clean because I need to service my drivetrain on my Kona Process 134, and I probably need new cables. So I hope this was helpful. I tried to keep it short and simple. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will do my best to answer. As always, thanks for checking stuff out with me. I'll catch you guys on the next one.